Hello, Libras. How are all my Libras doing out there? I hope you're all doing well. This is welcome back to the channel. This is Kelly from Deep Soul Tarot. We're going to be doing your monthly energies right now. I'm basing this on June 2023, but this is actually a timeless read. So whenever you happen to come across this Libra, and you click on it, there may very well be a message in there for you for that 30-day time period and moving forward. So although this is being aimed for June 2023, if you happen to come across this later than that, this is also valid. It is a timeless reading. It is a general read, so it may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it does resonate, and you do like these videos, I would appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe and join the tribe if you haven't already. So again, this is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So if this does not resonate, you might want to check the other placements in your chart. And even if this does resonate, or parts of it do, you can check the other placements in your chart and watch those videos to get further information. Sometimes that can be very helpful. Alright, these are not gender specific. If I use the words he or she in the reading, it is only to identify energies in the reading, not a gender. So just so people are aware that there's no gender specifics here. Alright, so let's get going. I'll do one more shuffle here, Libra, and let's get right into it. It's going to be general energies, and then down below we'll do a little area for just love, personal information, to personal growth, and then for those who are interested in finances like jobs and or health, we'll do that too. That's at the very end of the reading. Alright, so stick around, because there could very well be a message in here for you. And I know that a lot of times people will start videos and then they click off, and that's fine. That's okay. But however, because I've done the same thing myself, where not that I clicked off, it's I've been interrupted, and I realized that by missing the end of the video, there are actually messages that have come for me, not every video, but have come through for me. And so I encourage you to watch the whole video if you can, or at least save it and watch it later, or split it up, something, because sometimes the end part of it can change the whole. Let me start up here, but once you get down here and get some clarification, everything can change. Alright? Knight of Pentacles is your overall energy right now. Taking something really slow. Taking things slow and steady. Yeah. Focusing on something in particular, but taking it slow. Whatever that may be for you, okay? Tapping into your feminine energy, maybe being patient about something, but staying loyal to it, whatever it is. If it's love, if it's a job, focusing on that. And right now, in this particular picture, the Knight of Pentacles has been going at a slow pace, but has taken a moment to stop and think. Think about the next direction that he is going to take. All right, so this is your current self. So you're either dealing with deception, or someone who's lied to you, something that's not genuine in your life, or that is you lying to yourself. I'm hearing specifically for some of you Libras, there's something in your life that just is not, I was going to say genuine as you thought it was. So this is the self, though. It's like you're fooling yourself about something. Now, I don't know if that's the thing you're waiting for. You may want to take a more scrupulous examination of whatever this is, because there's something that's not quite right there. What it appears to be, what I'm trying to say is, it isn't what it appears to be. There's some sort of, I don't want to say fake, but it's being presented in a way that it may not actually be. Let's put it that way. Now, the theme for the month, for the next 30 days, which would be now into June, making some sort of decision, but you're either not seeing something in the dark about something, or not wanting to make a decision. Because this is the double-edged sword. This is like the damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't make a decision, this may happen. If you do make a decision, you're not sure what may happen. So it's kind of like an up in the air type thing. So what this card suggests is, instead of looking externally to the things that you may be wondering about, stop for a moment and think internally. Trust your intuition, Libra. Trust your intuition. Your intuition may be telling you something. A lot of times we poo-poo it away and think, oh, that's just, whatever, I'm just imagining this. And then you try to make it more rational. And instead of following your intuition, your instinct, you may follow what logically makes sense. You got swords here. So it's like you're up in your head thinking about things. But really, go into your internal self, into your heart and soul, and really think about it. All right, so the key goal for the next 30 days, for the next month, is, again, swords. Moving away from... A lot of times when I see this card, I'll say moving away from the negative thoughts and going towards a more positive approach to things, which will take you from rough waters to calm waters. You're moving away from something that's just not jiving in your life. But for you, Libra, specifically, I heard... Hold on a minute. I am hearing specifically to take some time to meditate on this. Really meditate on it. And come to some... By doing that, you'll come to some conclusion. But don't dwell on it too long. I'm hearing don't dwell on it too long, because then you may overthink it. And the things you think it is, or what may happen, is not actually true. But I'm hearing specifically what you think isn't true. What you actually think isn't true. So if you go deep inside and go to your heart and soul, you may very well get a message there that gives you a better idea of what direction to go. This is pretty, I'm not going to lie, this is pretty heavy energy here. But let's move on and see what goes on, because things could improve. See there? Things are going to improve. Now this is in the obstacle. The obstacle position. I find that humorous only because there are good times to come. And the good times, I hear, are coming soon. This is where everything is in alignment. This is basically, as you can see, even though it's the Four of Wands, the 11-11 card. And for those who are not familiar with 11-11, that means that it's divinely planned that way. Everything is in alignment the way it's supposed to be. And that's a good point. If that's your challenge, Libra, I think you'll be all right. This is heavy, but this kind of trumps all of that. It overpowers any overthinking you may do. Eventually, you're going to come to a point, once you get through this stuff, to find your happiness. So your challenge is finding the happy point in all of this overthinking. So the challenge, in my opinion, is, what I'm feeling is to try to step out of that overthinking and again go internally to your heart and soul, what you feel, what you may really, what you know you want. Deep inside, if you step back, you know what you want, but you're trying to, as a Libra, because you're the scales, you try to weigh the pros and cons, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If some of us did that, we might be in better positions. But if you spend too much time on that, then you start getting thoughts in your head. You start second-guessing yourself and questioning yourself. And then all of a sudden you've got this blockage, like now I can't make a decision at all because I have all these scenarios in my head and I don't know which way to go. Well, the Four of Wands is saying that you can get through this. And I'll clarify and see if we can find out ways we can do this. But, okay, we'll move on to the actions you can take. So here we go, the Judgment card. This is very appropriate for this. This is kind of like, again, so it's like once you take that time to meditate by yourself, step away, get away from any external sources, phone, laptop, TV, anything like that. Turn on some relaxing music and just be. And really sit and think. Because then when you take that time alone, once you do re-emerge back into the real world and life and out of your solitude, you're going to feel reborn. Some message is going to come to you. The angels are going to be with you, and some little horn's going to go off in your ear or in your heart and soul and go, aha, now I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do, and you're going to feel like a whole new person. All right? So it's almost kind of like taking inventory on looking back on your life and really being truthful about what you've done and what's worked, and maybe things you have done that hasn't worked and that you really shouldn't have done, maybe overthinking, for example, and then working through that so you can move forward and hopefully not repeat, same thing. Now this is the relationship card. The Moon, you could be dealing with the Pisces. If you are in a relationship or if you're looking for love, you could be dealing with, again, a Pisces. And it could also be a Cancer, even though this is the Pisces card. This is a crawfish, but I sort of see it as a crab. So, but what I'm hearing specifically is, again, the moon is very mysterious, so not seeing someone or a situation for what it really is. For example, if you've met somebody, and this may only be for a few select Libras, if you've met somebody and you're getting to know the person and you're liking the person, Libra, be careful, because with this deception card here, and this Two of Swords, there's twos and twos here. So there's like, I feel like there's another person that could be involved that you don't know about. So you're in the dark about that. But again, you're subconscious. Your subconscious, pay attention to that. Maybe pay attention to dreams. Whatever it is, though, the moon, something is making you very emotional. And at the same time, feeling almost invigorated, because, you know, this is the moon, but you also see the sun back here. So, I mean, when the moon is there, things are just not quite as clear as you would like them to be. And with the sun being behind it means that eventually you will get that clarification. You will be enlightened by something. But it may not work out the way you wanted it to. Keep that in mind, Libra. All right? Let's go on to the personal growth here. The Lovers. Well, this is the masculine feminine card. Like, it's a twin flame. So if you could be meeting or dealing with the twin flame, but it does not have to be. It is, however, about making a choice. And it's almost referencing, so to speak, in biblical terms, good versus evil, feminine versus masculine. It's a duality that is trying to tell you to and this, because you do have the sun up here shining over, but you have that angel above with red wings, which could be, so this could be, for anyone who's not familiar with the devil, can be, with this deception card, can be, I think it was, who was it? The angel that betrayed, was it Peter? The angel that betrayed Jesus. If for any of you who are religious, I'm not particularly religious, but I'm just bringing this up. So it's posing as an angel, but actually like a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's actually evil, you know, with the robe on and posing as it. And you have to decide. You have to decide if this situation, if you're in the dark about it and you can't see all the real aspects of it, this may be something, a wolf in sheep's clothing. In other words, it may be a situation that isn't good. So for the personal growth side of it, you have to balance yourself out. You have to get in touch with yourself and balance maybe the masculine and feminine side of you. Your masculine would be the logical side, the cerebral, being analytical and logical. And the feminine side is the more emotional side. And, you know, following your heart and things like that. Now you don't want one to overpower the other, because then things are out of balance. So this is all about balancing that, but it is also making a choice between, like, vice and virtue, good versus evil. It's a duality, that there's a choice that has to be made here. And this is something that you have to think about. Again, this is almost like you, Libra, the scales. You have to weigh the pros and cons in a way, but not too long, because this one's about making a decision. And you really have to decide if this is something that you want to get involved in. If it's love, if it's business, whatever it may be. The month of June, or the next 30 days, for those who are watching it past June. Let's say you're watching this, like, you know, July 1st. Well, some of this may have already happened, because energy is fluid. All right, so let's get to the career, if you're interested in career or health. If you are working on a project, you're going to be successful. If you're looking for a new job, you're going to be successful. If you're going to the doctor about a certain problem, health issue that you have, it's going to turn out okay. It's not going to be a bad thing. Now, I can't predict, obviously, but for some, because this is a general read. I don't want people going in saying, I think I have a terminal illness, and I'm going to go to the doctor and it's going to be all okay because Kelly from Deep Soul Tarot said it was going to be okay. That's not what I'm saying. These are just to help. This is for guidance only, not written in stone, just to clear that up. I don't want any people coming back to me and saying, well, you said. But whatever it is going to turn out positively, and you have people back here celebrating with you. So it could be a work issue, it could be a work thing, and maybe you're making steps in your life, though. This could even go with the personal growth, not good versus evil, but let's say you're eating better. Instead of eating crap, junk food, you've decided to start being more conscious of what you're eating and eating better, and now you're feeling better about yourself. Well, that's a victory in and of itself. So that's the health side of it. Okay? Now let's just see the advice for the next 30 days, for the month of June or the next 30 days. Absolutely beautiful, Libra. This is so. What I'm going to say to you, Libra, and I will clarify some of these cards. A cycle is ending. This is the end of a cycle. It's like you've come full circle here, and maybe you're not quite there yet, but once you deal with this, your advice is to take care of maybe some unfinished business. This is all of this up here. Now this is this can go either way. The moon doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just that you may not see something. This up here needs to be dealt with. So, right, yourself, your current self right now, the theme for the month, and the goal. Well, not that, because the goal, the Six of Swords is moving away. So it's these two. So for the month. So that may be this obstacle here, though, with this being your obstacle card, is saying that you are going to balance this out. You're going to find a way to balance this out. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's just saying, step by step, slowly. Take your time. You will get to where you want to be. All right? I'm going to look at one more card under here. Because you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm... See here, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Eight of Cups is underneath that. Moving away from something that just does not emotionally serve you anymore. And it may be very difficult for you, moving away. But this card is saying that, see, there's the moon again. The moon's sad for you. You were in the dark about something, and you're like, this just... I hate to have to do this. This hurts me to do this. This isn't something I want to do. But I am going to have to walk away from this because maybe the person is just being too deceptive and you're trying to get to the bottom of it and you're just not getting answers from a person or a situation. And you get to the point where maybe this isn't you lying to yourself. Maybe this is just you realize there's some sort of deception. And you were maybe lying to yourself, but now you're moving on into the Two of Swords and trusting your intuition and saying, I knew this wasn't right. I kind of felt that from the beginning. And the Knight of Pentacles, I'm just going to point out very quickly. The Knight of Pentacles is on a quest for this particular pentacle. The Knight of Pentacles is the seeker. I am now going to take my time, go on my journey, and seek what is good for my life. I'm on this journey. I'm on a quest for something that means a lot to me, whatever it may be, new job, love, whatever. So the Knight goes on the quest and eventually works his masculine energy way up to the Queen. And the Queen has much more wisdom. And she is in touch with her feelings. So this quest could be you, maybe even taking a trip. So you have to go on a road trip and spending some time by yourself, getting in touch with yourself and your feelings, Libra. And then spending that time in nature, wherever that may be, the mountains, in a cabin, could even be the beach, whatever, or it could just be going for a drive, and realizing your self-worth, realizing what it is, your self-worth, and what it is that matters the most to you, and following that. Okay. This might be a little bit of a long one, Libra. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to shuffle this once. I already pre-shuffled these, but just to get your energy in here. All right, so I'm going to right off do the Seven of Swords. One or two cards, please. I've been doing readings, and Spirit keeps dumping cards on me, which I don't mind reading the cards, but, we can have an hour-long video here then. And we don't want to do that for you. Wow. Libra. I'm just hearing the Thompson Twins songs. Lies, 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 yeah. If anyone's familiar with that 80s song, that just kind of dated my age here, but Pardon the singing, because my voice is very hoarse, probably from doing all these readings. Can you see that with that damn... Here, let's turn it this way. The damn light's glaring on it. See what that says? Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, clarifying the Seven of Swords. That's doubly powerful here. Somebody's playing you. Somebody is presenting something that is not real. Now, if this has anything, because this is in your current self, I'm saying that I'm feeling that you're dealing with some deception, but this could be you deceiving yourself. So if you feel like you've been trying to make a situation look better in your own eyes, maybe you're just not seeing it. With this card here, it's very possible you are just not seeing it. So maybe it's you deceiving yourself. You got to be very careful with that, because sometimes the mind can play tricks on us. Really play tricks on us. Ten of Wands. But this has become, damn it, sorry. This has become quite a burden for you, Libra. All right? It's putting a burden or a damper on your life. And it's like you're carrying this load. And if you just spend some time alone so you can, it's like your mind is fighting your intuition. That's what I'm hearing. Yikes. All right. So the theme for the month is the Two of Swords. So making some sort of decision. Either something we don't want to see, something you may be in denial about something. And some of you Libras out there, it may just be a few of you, but some of you are going to say, oh, I know just what you're talking about. Oh, wow. Here's your card, Libra. Oh, there's another one. We'll keep that hidden. Here's your card. There you are. Libra showing up. Look at you. Spending some time alone. You see the two pillars. I'm even noticing the two things. Of course, the scales is you, but there's the two pillars, the two things on the chair, sitting in your chambers. There's the truth right there in front of you, right there. Your eyes are closed, right there. Trying to balance it out, trying to think about the pros and the cons, think about all the different aspects of it. Libra, you become the judge and jury now. You are the judge and jury now. Time to make a decision, right? You think about your life, the evidence in your life, what's surrounding this particular person or situation, and it's time to make a decision. You just showed up in your own reading right here in front of us, okay? You're the judge and jury trying to come to a decision. And once you do, oh my God, Libra, this is a turning point. This is a very valuable lesson for you. I know I've been told by my specific Libra friend, but other Libra friends, and someone said she's a Libra moon, that decisions are one of the harder things for Libras, because you like to weigh the pros and cons. You always see the good and the bad side, but you try to weigh it out. And that's fine, that's great. But sometimes in life there comes a point where you have to make a decision. This is the time, Libra. Time to make a decision. You have become the judge and jury in this situation, and it's time to make a decision. You've been granted that. You're the judge and jury in your own life. It's time to make a decision. This is a lesson. This is a turning point. The wheel is always turning. Maybe you need to take a chance in something. As I always say with this card, if you don't spin, you can't win. Every time you spin, you don't always win. But if you don't spin at all, you're never going to win. Right? That is all I'm going to clarify. Ace of Wands with the Devil. Something, this deceit, this devil energy, this deceit is putting such a damper on you, and your spirit is putting a damper on your spirit. You're an air sign, and you're very, I don't know how to say it, but I consider air signs as very free-minded and floaty. That's kind of like Gemini, and your inspiration, you're being offered a brand new beginning here, and your inspiration is almost being clouded and dampered. But once you take care of this, the deception of whoever it is, if it's in your life or if it's yourself, all of a sudden it's like lightning's going to strike. You're going to have some sort of inspiration and go, I have control over this. I can change this. And there it is. There it is, the Ace of Wands. Right there for you, Libra. You are the judge and jury. You are granted to be the judge and jury in your life. And you can make your own decisions. And there's time to make a choice, time to make a decision. Time to make some sort of decision here, Libra. That's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this was helpful for some of you. Do smash that like button, please. And do subscribe and join the tribe if you haven't. Then you can be notified when I upload videos. I'm going to be doing a moon reading for the full moon. I'm going to do more astrological readings here and there. I'm also going to be doing upcoming love readings And then other stuff, I was trying to do a mid-month, which is very possible, mid-month for all the zodiacs. Stick around, Libra. If you're not part of the tribe, do join the Soul Tribe. Subscribe and join the tribe and be part of us. And then when my videos, when I upload them, you can be notified, and then you can pick and choose. Again, you get to choose, your decision, which ones you want to watch. All right? Particularly the Libra ones. All right. Thank you so much, Libra. And I hope I will see you in the next one.